Hi, everyone, and welcome. Check out this scene. Tremendous buzz in the building here today. A lot of excitement around this college football matchup. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. So we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on another ACC team, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Will kick this away to get us going here. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Wake Forest.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Punt over the middle. It's Mays.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion makes it second and short. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Bachmeyer. And it's incomplete, even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and some are two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He'll hand it off, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
It's the runback. Marked down at the 41-yard line. 3rd down coming up.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on 3rd down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the return will be brought down.
And the 7. And the team offense will take over 1st and 10.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Looking for a gap. It's Moore. They'll tackle him about the 15-yard line.
Teams are getting more and more creative with how they run their counter plays. Gone are the days of everyone under center running the counter tray. Now you're seeing it modernized. We'll see how many different versions they'll run today.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. It's a shotgun run call. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a 1st down.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a 1st down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And remember, the last time these teams met, it came right down to the wire.
Well, Chris, there's so many great rivalry games that we all look forward to every single year. But with these two teams, it just always seems to be a tight matchup.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Fires it to the wideout. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. And the ball to the ground. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
Wake Forest sends the offense back out on the field now. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? On the ground, it's Claiborne. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
And now from the pistol formation. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Here comes a first down pass attempt. With the catch, it's Claiborne. And he's tackled after the catch.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And the Demon Deacon starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Bachmeier. Receiver makes the grab.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. And tackled after a small pickup there.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing them down.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Try and muscle for the first down. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. The Demon Deacons will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
And the Demon Deacons line it up with 1st and goal. Here's that defense shifting again. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Defense expecting run. They'll stop him short of the goal line.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Well, if you're going to run the football this close to the goal line, wouldn't you think you just turn it around and hand it to the tailback? Too many things can go wrong in this situation. I think they caught a break just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So nothing on the previous play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 1. They go with a direct snap. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
So a yard away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on 4th down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. You know, make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake.
Well, we've watched this guy all year, and we know that he is a threat when they get down inside that 5-yard line. It's 4th down and goal. The defense just did not anticipate that this guy's legs could hurt him, and they did for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open the score.
That makes the score Wake Forest 7-2.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown, so they got to bounce back from that right away. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, You throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Motion now from the tight end. Looking to pass. It's Murphy. And they heave it deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return, and that means good starting field position for this drive. Wake Forest offense back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Past the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Duke. How about that, Kirk? A defensive touchdown to tie this football game.
Well, you only get a handful of those in an entire season. To be able to come up with that in this game, to tie the game, is just big time by this defense, and it gets them right back where they need to be.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And he knocks it right through.
The extra point is good. That ties the game.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kickoff.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Sends the offense back out on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. Football comes out, and the defense jumps on the football.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They were in the right place, just the right time.
Blue Devils offense heads back out on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this 3rd down. Dropping back. It's Murphy bringing pressure. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
They'll kick it away here. And that punt carries into the end zone, so a touchback. The Wake Forest offense back out on the field now. Well, the first job here, just hold on to the football. The last drive ended in that fumble. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Solid run. They'll bring it back at the 28-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Toss play to the outside. The Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works really well here. Big people out front being physical, and they pick up the first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Keeping it on the ground here. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Gain of 3. Brings up 2nd down.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Grab down the middle. It's Claiborne. And they wrap him up, and the gain is good enough for a first down. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And the Demon Deacons will line up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Bachmeier. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Now it's 2nd down here. And the back now goes in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
Boy, that was beautiful. Man, this defensive back, he's putting on a clinic today on how to defend against the deep ball and man coverage without committing a penalty. I'm sure the secondary coach is very proud of that execution.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
It's incomplete. Now a 4th down.
The Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. The fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Dropping back. It's Murphy. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. They finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the 1st half. So that's going to wrap up an interesting 1st half. We'll take a breath here, take a break in the booth, and be back for the 2nd half. And the Demon Deacons will kick this away to get the 2nd half going. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. First play of the 2nd half, they keep it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I love watching the speed of this defense. This time doing a good job of reading their keys. They saw the guard pull, shot through the A-gap, used their speed and instincts to blow this play up.
He went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Play action fake, looking to throw. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
That is high awareness for that receiver to know where the sticks were and adjust the route accordingly.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. He makes the grab. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. And look at this result, some positive yards.
The Blue Devils begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. And it's incomplete. He dropped the 1st down pass over the middle. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Looking to throw it again. Fires it to the wideout. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. They're going to run the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Second down play coming up. Heading left after the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Back to pass. It's Murphy. Quick throw to his receiver. It's caught downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
And the Blue Devils are in the red zone. Play action here on first down. Pass not complete. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line. The Blue Devils will come to the line to run the hurry up. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Duke.
They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And they go in front here in the second half.
This is called having confidence in an offensive line and a running back. 4th down and goal, you pound it in for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead.
That makes the score Duke 14, Wake Forest 7.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Set to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Wake Forest sends the offense back out on the field now. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Across the 40 now. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Wake Forest. It was a foot race, and he won it.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And they'll set up for the PAT.
On for the extra point.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the return starts from inside the 20. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return.
And the Duke offense will take over 1st and 10.
So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Pressure is coming. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Here's the second down play. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. To throw, it's Murphy. Lets it go quickly. Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. It's going to bring up the third down play.
It is really tough on a quarterback when he thinks he's got a completion and an open man downfield. The ball's just about to get to his receiver, and then out of nowhere, the defensive back steps in front of it and knocks away. Nice job.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And he'll drop back here on third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter.
And after 3, we are all tied up.
And the Blue Devils bring their punt team onto the field.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Kick is away high, headed toward the sideline. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. That's right near the goal line. Perfect execution.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. Are you kidding me? That's how you flip the field in your favor. That's for the brand. What an absolute bomb, and they pinned him inside the 5-yard line.
The Wake Forest offense back out on the field now. The last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Brings up second down.
Important second down play coming up. The back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? The quarterback making some changes at the line. From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Green. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Great accuracy here by the quarterback, hitting his receiver in stride on that slant, and it gave him a chance to pick up some yards after the catch.
The Demon Deacons lining up here on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
He's tackled at the 26. Second down coming up.
Second down after that previous play. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. Makes a quick grab. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
And the Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Brings up second down.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Nice run. He's brought down at the 44.
Picks up 6. Brings up third down.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. Can he make it to the marker? And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
First down and 10 now. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning as we head into the dramatic finish of this game. Here's a 1st and 10 play. The shotgun running play call. Well, they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Send the back in motion to throw.